Hi, I'm Diego. I'm with HPS's 2025 Planning Committee, and today we're interviewing successful members, previous committee members who were part of our committee and are now thriving in their future health professions careers. Today I'm with Danny Pham. He was in our committee last year in the Finance Committee. Danny, where are you now?
Uh, I'm currently in dental school. I'm in my first year at the University of Missouri, Kansas City. So far, it's going pretty well. It's pretty nice. It's very academically heavy. We don't really start a lot of lab stuff until next year, but yeah, it's going pretty well so far.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Since HPS last year, what have you done since? This is a little bit of a time to brag about yourself. So since HPS last year, what have you been up to, and what are you doing now at UMKC, and how has HPS helped you get there?
Yeah, so far school started in August, so I haven't this or closing up on the first semester of dental school, and so far I've helped. I'm part of something called a SNDA, or HSNDA, which is kind of like a Hispanic, just minorities as student dentists in organization at UMKC. And for the most part, we just did some outreach. We gathered middle schoolers and high schoolers from across Kansas City, Missouri itself, and invited them over for like a day of kind of fun. We try to connect to them, try to like let them see a realistic day or a realistic day of like a dental student. And so they were able to take radiographs, they were able to take impressions, pour up molds or casts for teeth, as well as practicing some indirect vision. And yeah, it was pretty fun. And HPS actually really helps me a lot. It helps me develop my professional skills for the most part. For anyone who's interviewing, it's a really good talking point. A lot of the times interviewers, they want to make sure that you are well versed as well as connected in your community as well as in your undergrad. What did you do in your undergrad? And by saying health sciences symposium, they're like, oh, please tell me more. So I was able to talk about my position as a finance officer, how I interacted with SGAO and really worked with Anthony Tomaszewski, who was the HPS finance lead last year, to just make sure that our committee was on track to provide funds for our student org, because at the end of the day, this is a student-run thing, and I think it's a really great thing. Yeah, it helped a lot with just filling that gap of extracurriculars for me, because prior to that, I didn't really interact with many organizations besides Pre-Dent Society. And it really helps me crack out of my shell, really helps me meet a lot of people from a lot of different aspects, because it's health symposium, so I got to meet other people who wanted to be medical doctors and wanted to go to nursing and wanted go to PA school and stuff like that. And yeah, it was really cool.
That's awesome. Talk about your first experience with HBS. How did you find out about it? Did you volunteer? Did you see a flyer? How did that go?
Originally, I didn't really know much about HPS just because I didn't really see it around. It happens like once a year. It's a 2 to 3 day thing, or no, it's a 1 day thing, right?
Yeah, 1 day.
It's a 1 day thing, but you guys spend a lot of time just like outreaching. I've noticed because I was in the committee myself, and we were really trying to get those numbers up. But I actually got into HPS because I was sitting in my first intensive biochem class, and I sat next to this really bubbly guy, Anthony, and he told me about HPS, and he also roped me into UNM HOSA, and he was like, hey, we just had a finance officer drop out. Are you interested? So I ended up joining, and yeah. I know in previous years I tried to sign up, but I didn't go due to prior time conflict. But from all the photos and as well as attending last year, it was just such a blast. I saw that a lot of the attendees had fun, but me myself, I had a lot of fun helping to plan and really setting up the sub to make sure that everything was running well and that everyone was checked in well. And it was just a really I would say camaraderie atmosphere, and yeah, HPS was really dope.
Okay, next question. What was your favorite part of HPS, and what would you have to say to anyone who might be interested in attending?
My favorite part of HPS is just how many programs and tabling there is. Anyone planning on attending, it really caters to a lot. Whether you want to go into dentistry like me, go into nursing, PA school, there's stuff for EMS, there's stuff for medical doctors as well. It just covers so many topics, as well as having so many professionals present. And they actually have a lot of interesting activities, so much so that if you miss one that you really wanted to go to, there's probably another a couple of events that you could go to, or especially during the broad tabling during the lunchtime, and you can just go and talk to these professionals who you want to personally go into and find in it and create those connections, so that you can kind of understand what you're getting yourself into. Because I feel like in undergrad you don't really get exposed much to what you want to do, besides just like shadowing and just like meeting professors. And unless you really want to go into research, I don't really feel like there was an outlet for us pre-professional students to really find out more about like the application process, as well as how to be a good candidate for each program. But I feel like going to HPS and meeting all these professionals and all these doctors and all these other students that are interested like you, it's just a really helpful event to go to.
Thank you very much, everyone. That's Danny Pham, and we hope to see you all at HBS 2025.